improvement through the season was bigger than this. So I had more things on my mind.
What did you think about the whole presentation and the video highlights on the ceiling and all that stuff?
Yeah, very heartful. I didn't. Yeah, it was my first time seeing the first video, and it was. I mean, it was great. I think it's. I didn't expect it to have so much content. From years back on it. So I was really. Yeah, it gave me goosebumps.
I was going to ask you, how old were you in some of the oldest clips from that?
I mean, the oldest videos, I was probably 10. No, actually, no, 7. The oldest, yeah, I was 7. That was, or 8. I think that was my second year of basketball, so yeah, that's rare.
And why was it important to you to do your own video after that?
Because it's, I mean, especially today, a player gets an award, it's like, I mean, I'm not, I'm realistic. I know videos of myself are going to be on the internet, and they're going to talk about the winner of the award, but, there's so much more to this, and to me, it's always important to recognize each other's greatness and, value. So, yeah, I mean, this is not enough, this is barely something, so I want to keep the momentum going and let everybody know that they're part of the family and they're part of the story. So I believe in them. The fans, my teammates, the staff. I believe in them as much as I think they believe in me. So to me it's not only important to know it, but also to show it.
Victor, a lot of people will point to the game against the Thunder when you had the game-sealing block pretty much against Chet Holmgren as kind of your rookie moment. Do you look at that as a special moment for your season as well?
Yeah, it is a special moment of the season, as there's been others, but this one was important to me because it was our first game at home in a long time, and the energy was just super high. And, it's not like we've won 50 games, so each win was so important for us. And this is that feeling that we're chasing next year and the next ones after that.
Big, you have always expressed how driven you are and how much you want to accomplish and how, I mean, you're saying right now that this isn't big enough. Do you ever let yourself sit back and think like this is a hell of an accomplishment, and this is important, especially at your age?
Yeah, of course it's, I have this energy that pushes me to want more, but I feel like you have to treat yourself sometimes and take a step back on vacation, for example, to appreciate what you've done, because you can't always be hard on yourself, you have to want it every day, but you have to realize, you have to enjoy also the moment, because I'm already living through great things. I'm seeing great things happening around me with great people, so you have to enjoy the moment as well, because it's not going to last forever.
Off the court question, I think there's a special edition shoe for you coming out. Like there's a GT Hustle cut of your shoe coming out, the one you wore for All-Star Game. Nike's obviously doing a lot of things with you, the alien logo and every other thing that's kind of doing with you. What has that part been like, having that relationship with Nike, seeing people who could be wearing, a version of your shoe coming out soon? Just what has that part meant to you?
I mean, the relationship with Nike, I think it makes sense to me, and it feels good because I can't see a more ambitious, brand, and that matches my own ambition. So, I like how they're proposing me a lot of stuff to do, but they're taking initiatives. They're thinking ahead, outside of the box. So it's I think it's a very beneficial relationship, and it's working so far. And but we're gonna see. It's as always, there's accomplishments to do, and what we've done so far, it's not enough. We want to do more.
Hey, Vic, when the announcement for Rookie of the Year happened on TNT, Charles Barkley said that you're in a good position with Coach Pop because he's going to, quote, teach you the right way to play basketball. Have you learned what that, quote, unquote, right way is? Can you explain that, what that means?
I mean, I can't say I know it now, but what I know is that there's a difference between us, you know, like the Spurs, the way we play, I mean, and most 90% of the teams in the league, you know. I feel like we involve all players, you know, on the court, and we have this will to share the ball, and I can see that the coaches have this will to keep developing on that, and not become, you know, just an iso ball team, for example. And I'm glad this is something the Spurs have done for years, because, you know, you can be in an organization where this doesn't exist, and I'm glad it's here for me. So I think I have to agree with Chuck. You know, I think I'm, you know, Pop is if there's one person who can teach you right basketball, it's Pop.
So being next to getting names like Tim Duncan now, what does that tell you? And second question, how much of the breakfast taco contribute to this achievement?
Of course, it's always you know, something that pushes me even more to have, to carry on, you know, this the great accomplishments of the past players, and especially since they're still around and giving us advice and, you know, energy. So it's it's an honor also to have my names on next to theirs. And you know, we at Breakfast Tacos, it's long history. It's but yeah, I mean, it's actually the very first meal I've ever had in San Antonio, because, you know, they were given to me, the Holy Breakfast Tacos, as soon as I landed. And
They gave you the bag.
yeah, you know, they gave me the bag and I just had to take a bite. So it's let's say it's a great first impression, and first impressions matter.
Hey, Vic, congratulations on your Rookie of the Year award. What are your plans for the off season? Because last season you were so busy in France, then you had to get ready for this season. Do you get to relax? Do you get to chill? What are your plans for the off season?
Yeah, I mean, there's a time to relax, of course, and it might be very short in the year, like 2 weeks, but it's got to be the most relaxing 2 weeks, because you know, we have to be the best at working out, but also the best at resting. So this is a very important part. But once it's done, you know, it's we get into this routine that we can't really do during the season, by practicing as hard as we can, basically, and in that short period of time I have until I joined the preparation team with the national team. So this summer is special because it's pretty busy. But I'm still gonna have time to. I've had time to relax already in France a little bit with my family, and now I'm gonna have time to practice, and I'm gonna have just a little bit of time after the Olympics, hopefully, you know, to work out before the season.
We understand the presentation you gave the kids after we left was on dark matter. I'm not very smart. What is that, and why is that interesting?
What's dark matter?
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, yeah, you know, I like these kind of questions. Those are different. Dark matter is like a mass we can't see, but we know it's there because it's got influence on gravitational pulls and, you know, the speed of gravitational orbits in every galaxies, and it's, you know, its presence inside galaxies is 5 times higher than regular seeable matter. So it's a huge mystery, and we can't see it, we can't observe it, but we can observe its influence. So this is dark matter, very sci-fi.
One more, I'm going to go with Larry at the back. All right. Vic, that Fanatics video where the former NBA Rookie of the Year they surprised you with video messages and whatnot, LeBron, Allen Iverson, all that. How cool was that?
I mean, it's a big surprise for me, something I really didn't expect. And yeah, because, you know, seeing those guys, this was really heartfelt because, I mean, seeing those guys take the time, you know, to encourage me, congratulate me, it just means something. And even some guys I wouldn't think could, I mean, anybody could get to do that. Like, how busy has LeBron got to be, you know? It's just incredible. And yeah, it just inspires me to, yeah, you know, in the future, I hope when I'm a veteran, I want to encourage rookies and young players like this. Thank you.